Thank you to everyone for tuning in for duel number 2 of our nice little Sunday Gatorade duels here at Daytona Superspeedway. So, practicing just now before the start of the duel, we're going to have to set up the grid again just like last time. So we have 27 drivers now, everyone who wasn't in the first duel. And again, we have 2 transfer positions available for any of the outside of the top 35 drivers to try and make their way into the big show. So before we get anything else going, well, actually I'd like to give a thank you quick to Top Guy 19 for following me on Twitch. But we've got to set up our grids. So let's quickly simulate a qualifying session.
Okay, buddy, fire it up here. Remember, one switch.
Everybody qualified, that's good. Now we can save this race in here. And real quick, we're going to edit that save and just get everyone in the correct order. So let me find my save game editor again. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let me move some stuff around 1 second. Starting in first for this, the second of our duels, will be the second place qualifying car, number 88 of Jonatron88. Starting in second, this is now due to sign up time. The number 24, it's What Incarnation. Then will be the number 45 of Mishinomiya Hirohito. And the number 55, Rusty Fighter 89. Then it's Liflin Zone 37 driving the 38. That's, I can already tell it's going to get confusing. Anderson Reed, the number 12. Non Karaka in the 25. Oops, under Anderson Reed. And then it's Mitchell Collins in the number 10. Spitfire 4456 in the 48. And then it's Jesse Boston in the number 30. NASCAR Lover 201 in the number 3 car. Ahead of KHP. Nope, he was in the last duel. And ahead of Motorsport Fan 9 in the 29. Wait a second. I think he was in the last duel, wasn't he? I think he was. Hold up. Let me just check something real quick. Make sure my rosters are good. In the first duel, the 29. Oh, he wasn't in it. Oops. Never mind. I thought I made a big mistake, but I didn't. Don't mind me. Oh no, we have to do all that again. Okay, faster than last time. 88. Where's the 88? 88. 24. 45. 55. 38. Where's the 38? There's the 38. 78. Nope. 12. 25. Non-Karaka. And then it's Mitchell Collins in the 10. Spitfire in the 48. Jesse Boston in the 30. And it's NASCAR Lover in the 3. Then it's the 29. Motorsport Fan 9. You're in the 39 garage. Adria Fitzy in the 04. That is indeed our moderator supreme. 44 is the Kumon Cup Series. 18 is a DNP 10. Then it's the 20 of Ben Pie 1024. The 21 of Jose the Potato. 59 Gatlin Downey. 95 it's DK. 82 VG03 or VG03. DS Gaming in the 16. Simon Bloomfield in 91. Emmett Lashbrook in the 08, who is already advanced to the 250. Just based off of that lightning fast qualifying time. Who's next? Janza in the 47. Baldumati in the 37. And then Brendan Smalley starting in 27th. Alrighty. So let's move on to the second of these duels. So let's get to the command.
Okay, buddy, fire it up here.
I missed it.
Remember,
Let's try
one
that
switch
again.
at a time, turning your... Okay, buddy, fire it up here. Switch at a time, turning your stuff.
Okay.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
All right, boys, pace and rhythm all day today. Driver's department, crew chief, pit crew. Pace and rhythm all day, that's all we need.
And the pace lap is underway. Jonas Round 88 leading the field around. 12 in the quarter panel is awesome. Anderson Reed, that car looks really cool. I think Jesse Boston also has quarter panel numbers. And I don't know if there's anyone else in this duel with quarter panel numbers. Yes, it's a 08 Emmett Lashbrook, who's already in the show. Rocking those awesome quarter panel numbers. They just look better. They really do. What track is this? This is the FSE Daytona night. With like a lot of indie editing. Alright, so 1 second, let me just mess with my windows a little bit. There we go. Pacing around, getting ready to go green here. The lights are out on the Chevrolet Camaro pace car. Coming out of turn 4. .27 cars file out of turn 4. Here at Daytona, pace car pulls in. Green, green, green. We are racing. One Carnation in the 24 gets a pretty good start on the outside line. But the 44 is right on the bumper of the 88. Jonatron should be able to get a pretty good push to the front here, as these guys are already going 3 wide back in the pack. Now, we only saw one caution in the first duel, but we don't know how aggressive this second group of cars is going to be. They're already going 3 wide back in the pack. Hirohito pushing the 88, now going to move to the bottom. They're going to go 3 wide for the lead here on the first lap. Hirohito in the 45, making big moves now to the bottom of the track. And he's got the 25 non-Kraka behind him. Coming out of turn 4, who's going to lead the first lap? It's Mishiro Hirohito in the 45. Boy, that's a hard name to pronounce. Going to lead the first lap of duel number 2. Wow, this pack is tight. Much tighter than the other dual pack. These guys are going 3 wide deep into the pack. Hirohito's still out front. Got a 25 behind him, and this top 4 car is starting to pull away a little bit. Mitchell Collins in the 10 and Spitfire in the 48. Tagging along also number 21 of Jose the Potato. He's on the outside looking in. Going to need to place pretty well if he wants to get into the Daytona 250. So right now the 2 transfer positions are the 21 and the 95. As Mitchell Collins goes to the bottom, trying to get into second place. Down the back straightaway they go, and they're going to go 3 wide for second. Number 48, Spitfire to the bottom. Hirohito untouchable with a huge gap at the front. That 45 is quick. Started in 3rd, but has led every single lap so far. With the 10 of Mitchell Collins behind. And now this pack's starting to spread out. Looking quite a bit like the first duel, actually. Although there are bits of 3 wide racing up in here. And this pack is tightening up again now. Seeing a lot of 3 wide racing. Hirohito's still out front with Mitchell Collins in second. Not really able to close up. And this pack is also looking a little bit on the slow side. There's a lot of battling going on, not a lot of working together. The top 5 now spreading out as the number 16. That's DS Gaming moving into a transfer position. Flintzone's going to go 3 wide for second. Mitchell Collins pushed all the way to the top of the track. And look at that 38 go. A big move. Flynn now up into second place. And now the transfer positions, the number 16, DS Gaming, and the number 85, Hello I'm You, running in 7th, and in a position to put himself into the show, and the number 47 of Genza on the outside looking in. As Mitchell Collins, in the space of 1 lap, loses about 8 positions. So now Flynn in the 38 takes a look to the outside of Michimiya Hirohito. I don't think that move's going to work. As now Spitfire in the 48 is right behind him. Six laps complete of 32, and nobody except the 45 has led a single one. That is domination right there. So now the 16 and the 85 working together. These are both of the cars in the transfer positions, trying to make their way into the big show. So we're seeing, actually, I think, more single file racing than in the first duel. Look at the top 10 here, all spread out. Maybe some moves being made. The 85 goes to the bottom, trying to get into 3rd place. These 2 outside 35 drivers battling for 3rd place. But this pack has just been unable to work together. Look at how spread out it is. A lot of these guys at the back with no hope, really. Guys, if you're gonna have personal beef, do it outside of the YouTube chat, please. Like, go in PMs or something. Both of y'all. Like, do that somewhere else. Flynn takes a peek to the inside, but just can't quite make the move. This 45 is just untouchable. Silas, stop telling people to spam. You're going to be muted. And now the 85 looks to the bottom, but Spitfire's not going to go with him. Hello, I'm you. Could lose a spot here. This is looking like some more classic Daytona racing with the way these guys are spread out. Certainly haven't seen anything like this in a while. And I'm amazed at how unlike the first duel this racing has been. And the top two, the 45 and the 38, with a huge gap over third place. Looks like over half a second. Still no move made for the lead. I think the 38 might be working with the 45 here. He knows that if they go side by side, they're going to slow down a lot. And by just tucking underneath his rear bumper, these guys have really pulled out a lead here. So let's look at the back of the pack. Doesn't look like there's anyone in particular struggling. Nobody's really lost a draft, but there's a lot of these cars that really need to pick up the pace if they want to get into the big show, including the 71. As we're seeing a little bit of 3-wide action as Mitchell Collins continues to draw positions. Ran in second for a while, but really just going in the wrong direction at this point. I did not change any between duels, for the record. Come on, you're in this duel, buddy. You're number 44. You're right here. Calm down. Don't worry about it. You're just near the back right now. But we got a lot of racing left to go. It's now the 85 of Hello I'm You challenging for second place. And while second and third battle, Hirohito in the 45 is trying to check out. It's not something you normally see on a super speedway, but that 45 is unbelievably quick. As we see now the 25 and the 30, two of the more colorful cars in the grid, making their way up. Non-Kraka in that crazy design 25 car. And now this pack is starting to form up a little bit more. Tightening up, maybe these guys will be able to group together and put a run on these leaders. Moving closer to the front for the first time today, we have the number 82 of VGO3. Not in a transfer position yet, but he needs to get past that 16. At the front, Flynn is closer than ever to the 45. Let's ride on board with the 45 looking back. See if the 38 can get a run coming out of turn 2 here. He's just not close enough. That 45 is so fast. It's now the 25 non-Kraka running the best he's done all day. Moving up into third place. And there's a battle for this transfer position. VGO3 against DS Gaming. That 18 might get in the way a little bit. VGO3 trying to get past this 16. If he can stay ahead of the 16 and all of the other outside 35 drivers, that's worth a spot in the Daytona 250. At the front of the pack now, Noncroc in the 25 has gotten past Flynn into second place. We've seen a lot of changes for second place, but so far, Hirohito has led every single lap of this race. As there's still single file at the front, VGO3 has gone past the 16, but DS Gaming looks like he's going to try and fight back. Not able to get a bumper to the inside here, though. As down the back straightaway they go. Still pretty well spread out. Just a few cars that aren't in line with everyone else here. Anderson Reed moves up the track a little bit. Don't know if that'll help him too much. 25 now close behind Hirohito, but still not in a position to make a move. Look at this single file racing at the front now. They're closing up. We might see some moves down the backstretch as we just crossed the halfway point of duel number 2. Are we going to see a move for the lead? Anderson Reed to the bottom. 85 goes with him. Hello, I'm you going 3 wide for second place. A big move to the bottom of the track. But we've seen the inside coming out of turn 4. Not quite as fast. I think Anderson Reed is going to move into second now. And now with a run at the leader, here comes Anderson Reed to the bottom. With a big run on Hirohito. Put him to the outside. They're going side by side for the lead. And here comes that 12 car. These could be the first laps led in the Sim Series by a car with the numbers on the quarter panel. Anderson Reed getting past Hirohito, the only one to be able to do so. Coming into turn 3, but the 45 is right on his rear bumper. He's not giving up the fight just yet. New leader, number 12. Anderson Reed puts himself out front. The first car other than the 45 to lead, but here comes Hirohito fighting right back. And with a push from DNP10 in the 18, who's doing the best he's done all day, Hirohito back in familiar territory, leading the pack. See if the 18 can get a good run down the back straightaway. Maybe get a bumper underneath the 45. Almost, but not quite. Hirohito clears him and stays in the lead. Looks like that 18, that's DNP10, has a bit of a run coming out of turn 4. Maybe can make a move coming to turn 1. Non-Kraka has a look at it, but nothing yet. Looks like the 29 of Motorsport Fan 9 might be losing the draft here. This could be the first car to drop off the back of the pack. So we've seen some cars. The 91 of Simon Bloomfield just hasn't been able to put together a good run today. Been at or near the back all day. Same with Brendan Smalley in the 71. A lot of these guys, the 37 Baldumati having trouble. He needs to do well if he wants to get into the Daytona 250. Same with the 59 Gatlin Downey. A lot of these guys just having a rough day, but at the back of the pack the entire race. 88 of Jonatron has really moved back, but it doesn't really matter because no matter what, he's starting second place in the Daytona 250, so more of a practice session for him, been able to get some pack racing experience here at Daytona. The 82 of VGO3 has been in the transfer position for a little bit. He's had a rough few laps, as now he's fallen pretty much to the back of the pack. So let's see who's in the transfer spot, or the 2 transfer spots right now. I believe Janza in the 47 and Jose the Potato in the 21 are both moving on up and in position to put themselves in the Daytona 250. And the next of our outside 35 drivers is the 08 of Emmett Lashbrook, but he's already made it into the big race just based off of his qualifying time. So we're seeing a big gap form now around the 16 car. How did this happen? These guys have fallen way back. Maybe contact, maybe someone having some trouble. The 44 of Kumon Cup Series has fallen to the back of the pack. Let's see what happened. Down the back straightaway. The 16 pushes the 55 up, and the 44 is there. Rusty gets into the 44. Both of them have damage. But the Kumon Cup Series dropping way back. Well, luckily for him, he is in the Daytona 250 already. But that'll be some damage they got to fix before the race on Tuesday. And it looks like the 55 of Rusty Fighter 89 was a little bit sideways, managed to keep the wheels going forwards. And we stay green here. So we'll go back to real time. Still green here at Daytona. We've got less than 10 to go. And I bet you can guess who's leading. It's the number 45. It's the Emperor, Michinomiya Hirohito. Been at the front all day. We saw Anderson Reed able to challenge him for the lead, able to put himself in the lead for 1 lap, but just couldn't hold on to it. Now he moves himself back into second place, getting past DNP 10 and Flynn in the 38. Now DNP 10 battling with Anderson Reed for the second spot. They've gone 3 wide for half a lap here, and they're going to keep going.
But, oh, he can't do that.
Thank you, Lady Albaran, for subscribing. He can't do that. Anderson Reed now trying to get a bit of a push from DNP 10, trying to catch some draft from the 45. As now, because of that spin, or that half spin, we've got 2 distinct groups of cars here. And cars in a position to transfer, the 85, the 21, and the 47 battling here. Janza, at this point, won't be able to get into the Daytona 250. He has to pass either the 85 or the 21. As we saw the 08 and the 25 getting a little bit feisty. Anderson Reed back to the bottom, trying to put himself back in the lead of this race. So without a caution, it'll be a battle between the 85, the 21, and the 47 to get into the Daytona 250. And again, here comes Hirohito on the counterattack to the bottom, but this time 25 non-Kraka way down low, and maybe getting a push from the 08. Anderson Reed falls back. Hirohito doesn't have a lot of help, but he gets a great run out of turn 4. And now into the lead of the race. Caution flags out. The number 71, we got trouble. Brendan Smalley got a lot of damage to the right side of that car. And with only 6 laps to go, yellow is out. And we're seeing a lot of really similar incidents here. I think this is the same part of the track. The 71 and the 95 get together. Let's see what happened. It's right where that safer barrier juts out. 95 is involved. Thank you, Tropical Cyclone, for subscribing. And aggressive does go around in the form of Brendan Smalley in the 71. So let's see what happened from our helicopter cam. See Adrian Fitzy on the bottom. They're trying to go 4 wide here. That's the problem. Big damage to the 95. Into the wall a couple times. The 91 involved. The 3 stays on the wall.
Oh, he can't do that.
Thank you. Anderson, don't unsub and then resub. You were already subbed, right? Okay, so the 37, Baldumati, trying to get on the inside of Brendan Smalley, but then Adrian Fitzy goes to the bottom there, and I think Smalley's still clear of the 37. Maybe his spotter doesn't know it. It's DK not running right up on the wall, and we're seeing a similar situation to before. Right where that safer barrier comes out, there's just not space. And that 71 gets turned big time. The 37 goes down into Adrian Fitzy. And watch this from NASCAR Lover 201's view. Really lucky to get away with only a little bit of damage. I mean, that could have been much worse for the 3 car. Just caught up top. Makes contact with the 95. Kind of squeezes through there. You can see the 91 of Simon Bloomfield. A little bit of contact as well. And then Rusty in the 55 scrambling to avoid any big contact. But a lot of trouble for the 71. And I think he's having trouble getting it started here. He's reversing up the hill. Alright, he seems okay. Still a lot of damage to that 71. A lot of damage to the 95 as well. Really hurting their chances to do well. So, in the lead of the race, no surprise, it's the number 45, Hirohito, and 12, Anderson Reed in second, 25, Non Kraka in third. Let's see if anyone makes a dive for the pits. No? The 71 with his damage would rather stay on track than take the time to clean up the damage. Let's jump through this until we get the one to go. So 1 lap to green here. We are going to have a green-white-checkered finish. They're going to be showing the green flag, race 1 lap, then they're going to be showing the white flag, and it'll be 1 lap to the finish. Can the 45 hold off the rest of the pack like he's been doing all day? Let's take a look at the transfer positions. The 08 of Emmett Lashbrook already in the 250. He doesn't have to worry about the transfer spots. He might be going for a win here. The 85 of Hello I'm You in position to move himself into the Daytona 250 as long as he can hold off the rest of the outside 35 drivers. Janza in the 47 in the second of those 2 transfer spots. This could be a big run for him if he can hold off the 21 of Jose the Potato. And DS Gaming in the 16 got slowed down by that wreck earlier, but now this whole field able to bunch up together again. Thanks Richard Petty for subscribing. So the battle for the second transfer spot is going to be between the 47, the 21, and the 16 cars. It should be exciting as we're going to go green-white-checkered. The lights in the Camaro pace car are off. It's the Emperor who's going to lead them to the green flag. Green flag waves, and we have 2 laps left in the second of our 2 Gatorade duels. The number 85, Hello I'm You, already jumping the outside, being really aggressive on the start. But the 45, Hirohito, able to hold off the 12 for now. As they come through turns 1 and 2 and onto the backstretch. Here comes Non Crocker to the bottom with a push from the 08. And here comes Anderson Reed going to try and make a move for the lead yet again. He's done it a couple times. It's only stuck for 1 lap. Hirohito has led every single lap except for 1. Can he maybe hold the inside coming out of turn 4. They're side by side, coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go. Hirohito's still in the lead, but Anderson Reed having the best run he's had yet on the bottom. And here comes the 85. Hello, I'm you. They're going to go 3 wide for second, or for third, but Hirohito still holding it out on the outside. Anderson Reed to the bottom again. That 85's got a big run. A lot of movement behind them. Jan's on the 47 in the second of those two positions left in Daytona 250. 85's going to push the 12 to the bottom. Hirohito on the outside is falling back, but we know he's got a strong car, and we know he's got the run out of turn 4. They're going to be side by side coming out of turn 4. Hirohito with a huge run in the 45. Can Anderson Reed maybe get him before the line? No. Mishinomiya Hirohito in the 45 is going to win the second of these 2 Gatorade duels. Moving on into the Daytona 250, the 85 of Hello IMU and the 47 of Janza. Ooh, what a finish. 12, I think he had to lift out of it coming through turn 4. 45 is going to get the win, and being sent home, the 95, it's DK. Got involved in that accident, had a whole bunch of damage, just couldn't keep up. Same with Brendan Smalley. Both of their weeks are going to end here. Catlin Downey, unable to put a good run together, going to go home. As will Simon Bloomfield in 91. Kumon Cup Series. Oh, no. Top 35. He'll be good. Jonatron 88 ending with a little bit of damage, but still going to start the Daytona 250 in second place. Baldumati in the 37 had some trouble. He's going to go home at the end of the day. VGO3 had a chance at the front, as did the 21 of Jose the Potato, but just couldn't make those moves stick. And them, along with the 16 of Diaz Gaming, who just had some trouble, was slowed down by the wreck, and then unable to get past the 47, will also go home. And your winner, and leading every single lap except for one, it's the Emperor. It's Mishinomiya Hirohito. It's just dominant performance. I'm amazed. I think we've seen that the cars to beat at Daytona is the 42 and the 45 by far. Adria, what are you doing? Why'd you do that? Thank you. I don't need money. But that means I'm a professional streamer now, right? Yay. Did it not do a sound alert? It's supposed to do a sound alert. Oh, there it is.
Big dick energy.
I've been waiting for that one. Thank you very much, Adria Fitzy, for the toonie. So I think there's going to be a party in the 39 garage, because a lot of y'all are getting sent home, and I do apologize for it. But thank you very much to everyone for coming and hanging out. Remember, Tuesday, 5 o'clock Eastern, it is the Daytona 250, the first points race of the season. We already know who's going to be in it. Oh, there's going to be a lot of action. There's going to be a lot of carnage. We're going to have 42 cars on track at the same time. Should be fun. So make sure to tune in on Tuesday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Follow me on Twitter if you haven't followed me on Twitter. I have that, and I post there sometimes if you guys are interested. Join the Discord. Even if you're not like going to be a part of this series, it's where I'll first notify people for other series that I'm opening, and you can like discuss live with the drivers as the streams are underway how the races are going. So join the Discord. All those links are down below. Thanks for watching. See you guys on Tuesday, and let's play the victory music.